Yo, what's up everyone? In this video, I'll be comparing the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro with the DualSense Edge. Let's get right to it. Starting with the carrying cases, the DualSense Edge features a smooth polycarbonate shell, while the Revolution 5 Pro comes with a more rugged fabric-covered case. On the back, the Sony case includes a Velcro flap that allows you to charge the controller on the go, a feature the Nacon case lacks. Both cases feature smooth zippers, but the Sony case includes dual zipper design for added convenience. Opening up the cases, we're greeted by the controllers, with the Nacon also including a cleaning cloth. On the top here, they both come with a braided USB cable. As for attachments, the DualSense Edge comes with a connector housing, 2 standard caps, 2 high dome caps, 2 low dome caps, my favorite, 2 half dome back buttons, and 2 lever back buttons. The Nacon on the other hand comes with 6 controller weights, 2 standard caps, 2 low dome caps, 2 tall thumbsticks, it's like fighting sticks I think, 2 D-pads, 4 metal joystick rings, a mic, and a USB dongle. Taking a look at the controllers, they both have Type-C ports on the top, 2 detachable back buttons for the Sony, and 4 non-detachable back buttons on the Nacon. Both controllers have responsive back buttons, but I found the Sony's to be more ergonomic. The metal back buttons have very tactile, reassuring click, while the Nacon's back buttons are also tactile and easy to press. It did take a day or two for me to get used to them. That said, the 2 extra buttons on the bottom of the Nacon controller are a game changer for competitive titles like Marvel Rivals. I mapped one of them to X for jumping, which lets me keep my fingers on the sticks without needing to reposition. The Nacon's more subtle back buttons are a bit more prone to accidental presses at first, but once you get used to their placement, it's not really an issue. As for comfort, they both feel premium in the hand. The DualSense Edge retains the familiar shape of the standard PS5 controller, while the Revolution 5 Pro leans more into a Pro Pad design, chunkier grips, a bit more heft, and a layout that feels closer to an Xbox controller. When I first switched from the Sony to the Nacon, it felt a bit bulky and somewhat awkward to hold, but after spending some time with it, I got used to the design and it eventually started to feel natural and comfortable. That said, switching back and forth between the two highlights the differences. The DualSense Edge is slimmer, more rounded, and fits my hand a bit better. The Nacon is still comfortable but noticeably larger, which might actually be a better fit for players with bigger hands. The DualSense Edge uses standard potentiometer-based analog sticks paired with Hall effect triggers, while the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro features Hall effect sensors for both its sticks and triggers, offering better long-term durability and resistance to drift. On the bright side, the DualSense Edge's whole analog stick module can be removed and replaced if necessary for around 20 bucks. I've been using my DualSense Edge for a little over 2 years and so far so good. Both controllers come equipped with trigger blockers, but with slightly different tuning. The Sony offers 3 levels of adjustment, whereas the Nacon provides 2. In terms of feel, the DualSense Edge triggers are smooth with a soft cushioned press, making them feel more fluid and immersive, especially in games that support adaptive triggers. The Nacon triggers by contrast feel tighter and more responsive. Even the shape of the triggers differs. Sony's are more in line with a traditional PlayStation design, while the Nacon's mimic the Xbox style trigger curve, giving them a sharper, more performance focused edge. Now where the Sony shines is in the haptics department. The DualSense Edge offers best-in-class haptic feedback. You can feel everything from the raindrops to subtle terrain textures in racing or adventure games. The vibrations are precise, nuanced, and directional, making gameplay feel more connected and immersive. Combined with adaptive triggers, it delivers a sensory experience that's hard to match. The Nacon Revolution 5 Pro, by comparison, uses standard rumble motors. They're fine for general vibration. You'll feel the kick of a weapon or the rumble of an explosion. But it's more of an on-off experience without the fine detail. There's no haptic layering and the feedback doesn't change between games. Plus, the vibration only works with PC and PS4 on the Nacon. So, no haptics for PS5 games. The touchpad on the Nacon is smaller than the one on the DualSense Edge, but it functions the same and works just as well in games like Astro's Playroom. Both controllers also include a gyroscope and motion controls perform smoothly on each. So, the DualSense Edge also has a built-in speaker and mic, while the Nacon doesn't have a built-in speaker, but it does have a attachable microphone. The mic quality is good on both. The Sony's a bit better, but yeah, they're both good enough to get the job done. When it comes to face buttons, the DualSense Edge offers a soft, quiet, and low-profile press, while the Nacon's buttons are tactile, slightly raised, and have a clicky feel. Aesthetic-wise, the button icons on the DualSense Edge are embedded beneath the surface, giving them a clean look that holds up well over time. On the Nacon, the icons are printed on the surface, which makes them more prone to fading with extended use. As for the analog sticks, the Nacon's Hall effect sticks felt a bit more responsive and smoother when moving around, especially during fast-paced gameplay in Marvel Rivals. That said, even after spending time with the Nacon, I'm still perfectly comfortable using the potentiometer-based sticks on the DualSense Edge. They may be older tech, but they still hold up well for everyday gaming. Another thing, with the DualSense Edge, you don't need a wireless adapter, while on the Nacon, you need a wireless adapter. The DualSense Edge, yes, it can turn on the PS5, while the Nacon cannot. In terms of battery life, the DualSense Edge lasts from 4 to 6 hours, maybe longer if I turn off the vibrations, while the Nacon lasts up to 10 to 12 hours, or even more when switched over to battery saving mode. Which brings us to compatibility. With the DualSense Edge, you can customize everything directly on the PS5, no extra software needed. It's fully integrated into the system, making adjustments quick and seamless. With the Revolution 5 Pro, you'll need to download the Nacon app on a Mac or PC to fully unlock all of the customization options. That said, remapping the back buttons on the Nacon is super easy. You can do it directly on the controller without needing the app, which is a nice touch for on-the-fly adjustments. I should also mention, the Nacon features a fully customizable LED ring light around the right stick, letting you personalize colors and effects through the app. In contrast, the DualSense Edge uses light bars next to the touchpad, which aren't customizable but change colors automatically based on in-game events or system status. So, question of the day, which should you get? Well, get the DualSense Edge if you're mainly gaming on PS5 and want the full PlayStation experience with immersive features and system-level ease of use. Or go with the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro if you're after competitive performance, longer battery life, and hardware customization, and you don't mind managing your settings through a PC.